ladies and gentlemen. Let's turn that music back up. Welcome to the live stream. Thursday, patch day, Space Engineer, good times. I do this every Thursday. My name's CaptainShack. Today we're going to be looking at all kinds of Space Engineer mods while I sip on my coffee. Normally, I would... Let me turn this down just a little bit. There we go. Because I know it's going to get all actiony in a second. How this music works. Normally, I check out these mods in my own time, and then I show you guys a spotlight. But I've started to live kind of spotlight and experiment with the mods that interest me off the workshop. Hello, Miss Callisto. Welcome to the stream. Hey, guys. We're starting early today because, for whatever reason, Keena's decided to start releasing the patches really early now. Like, really early. So, we're going to be diving in to... Oh, so many mods. Let me see. What did I got? 16 mods I've gotten written out here and 3 builds from the community. One of them isn't a mod, sorta, kinda. It's actually a map somebody made, and I gotta show it off. So the first thing we're gonna do is, it's gonna have the longest load time, so we'll go ahead and start loading it up now. Star Wars: The Full Galaxy. I'm gonna be taking a look at this one. Yeah, we got the patch out today. Really strange patch. If you haven't seen the patch for today, it is robot hounds that are on Earth-like planets that will attack you in the night. And if they can't get to you, they'll explode. That's their last line of defense. So if you try to, jump up on your walls, they'll, well, pop. Kind of like, what are they called from Minecraft creepers? Indeed. And the other thing they added... Another strange addition, and I kind of like this one, though, because this is more atmospheric, is the fireflies in the forests. So we're going to have to take a look. Happy New Year! This is kind of like the New Year's stream, isn't it? SFMD says it's his first time. No, it's Andy. Andy says his first stream. Welcome. Welcome to the shindig. So the mod that we just loaded up is a mod that I really dig, because it kind of speaks to the future of space engineers, I think. Especially when we get multiplayer working properly when it comes out. Whoop, let me drop here. We're on a planet. What planet? I'm not really sure. Let me open up the workshop page for this so you guys can see it. This is the Star Wars Galaxy. I know you're like, wait, what? Shaq, what the hell are you talking about? Star Wars... See what pops up. Hopefully it comes up real quick. It is somebody trying to make, I'm pretty sure that's mods, the Star Wars Galaxy with all the planets, and then actually have them in the right position based on the lore. Let's see. Ooh, what's this one? LCD screens. That's not what we're looking for. I want to show you guys the map picture. So, and I did not save this one. Let's see. I don't actually remember what it was called. It was called Star Wars. Oh, Full Galaxy. That's what it was. Try that. There it is. You'll have a better idea of what this guy is trying to do when you see this picture. There you go. Map of the stars. I'll open it up here. You've got the different planets and moons from the Star Wars galaxy, and then you can see the map that he's made actually has Kashyyyk, Nal Hutta, Bothawa, Tatooine, Rakata. Sounds like a cheese. Starkiller. Starkiller? Anyways, it's the freaking universe. Now let's take a tour. Let's take a quick tour. Wow, it's already dark on this side. He must have the day-night cycle turned up really far. We'll switch into spectator cam so we can go incredibly fast. So here we are. I want to show scale here. So here we are. Where are we? We're over here. You can kind of see the reflection tape all over me. Now, as I zoom out, there's the planet we're on. And I don't know what planet this is supposed to be because they're not marked in any way. And there are no GPS coordinates that I have. So he does have the GPS coordinates that you can look up on the mod page itself. But let me zoom out from the map here. Now the universe, the galaxy is on a central plane. And you can see how many planets are actually there. And we're getting 60 FPS right now, which is insane when you think about how large this map is. Like, look how many planets we've got. Hoth is in there. I don't think Coruscant is in there. If it is, it's just a placeholder because obviously there are no planets that are... a giant city yet, though I could see if the in-game engine could handle it, somebody would try to build that. Of course, not to scale. Let's flow over here. This might be Jakku, or maybe it's Tatooine. Both are in the game. It's just a cool concept of, trying to flesh out the Star Wars universe. And we can go all the way down to the planet's surface. Not too shabby. Now, I don't think he's using any... He might be. He might be using some of the new maps that have come out. New planets, I mean. Like, Sectan has made Hoth. Like, look at all these planets. Let's zoom over here. I think it's an Earth-like planet. He might be using them. I'm not quite sure. I mean, we can try to figure it out. Like, that one's a totally white planet. Let's see. No, that's an Earth-like. Yeah, that's an Earth-like. But with the mod authors actually making the different planets, oh, this could be so cool, especially in multiplayer when people start getting territory that they want to hold. You know what I mean? It's gonna be pretty legit. These look like they may be just placeholders at this point, though, until we get more planets. I don't know which one Tatooine is, or I'd go over to it. But we can zoom out. Like, look at how many planets there are. Oh man! Now keep in mind, I'm going super fast. I'm in spectator mode with maxed out speed right now, so I'm going well beyond anything a ship could ever do in this game, except for using the jump drive. And we can zoom in to... Well, this is the core worlds here, right? So let's go out to the outer rim and zoom in on a planet. So how about this one? I can't go any faster. We've maxed out spectator mode. Yeah, he might just be using the normal planets, spacing them and getting them in the right position, and maybe replace them later. All right, so that was one of the cool maps that I just wanted to show you guys, and it kind of shows you the scale the game can actually render a crap ton of planets in the distance, which is really neat. But let's go ahead and dive into Happy Patch Day. Hey, Zan. Welcome to the stream. Let's go ahead, now we don't want to save, and let's get into the first build I want to show, and then we'll actually start getting into mods. Now, the first build that I want to show off today, and I think the only build, separately from everything else, because everything else is going to be on the one map, is, let's go to Workshop, a YT1300 build that just came out on the Workshop's front page, and blew me away. If you don't know what a YT1300 is, it's... well, the Millennium Falcon is a YT1300. It's a basic freighter from the Star Wars universe. The Millennium Falcon is a heavily modified version of it. Oh man. Is it pretty? I'm gonna load it up right now. A lot of mods in this one, though. So, bear that in mind if your internet sucks. What do you think of the Cyberhound Shack Magic Fungi wants to... Magical fungi, really? I don't know. It was such a weird patch. I wanted them to add some type of enemy on Earth-like planets. Something for people who love survival and want a threat out there but didn't want spiders. Maybe something that's not as hardcore as spiders are. And they added cyber robot homicidal dogs. And when I first saw the patch title, I was like, oh god, they added cyber dogs. Do we get a dog companion for our space engineer who's a robot? Freaking cool. And what it turned out to be was like hostile packs of roaming dogs. What's up with the Krogan on the thumbnail, Knight? Trust me, guys, I'm not trolling you. There is a Krogan in Space Engineers. As soon as we show off the YT-1300, the Falcon, when we show that off, then we'll jump over to another map that I've got loaded up and I'll set up for us today. And you will see the glory that is the Krogan in Space Engineers. Oh man, I got 16 mods to show you guys today and to experiment with myself because I haven't actually seen all of them. And we're going to jump in. It's going to be good times. As soon as this loads, keep in mind, tons of mods. That load time is ridiculous in this map. There's also another weird thing with this map. If you do download this build, which is, it's one of the best looking Falcons in the game, and it's actually built, right? It's not just a model. Because I think it's Sectan's working on an actual model that you can import in that is the Falcon, and it's, you know, one for one. It looks beautiful. But this one is built out of modded parts, and it'll kill your sim speed when you first load in. And I find if you detach the landing gear that are holding the turrets in place, your sim speed will relax. Yeah, they added dogs in today's patch, Luminaris, which is pretty. It's legit, but weird. I'm gonna test it today. I haven't actually tested it. They just dropped the patch a couple hours ago, so we'll have to give it a go. Maybe I can turn them on in the options for my modded map. Though I don't know if it's a good idea, because then they may blow up everything I'm trying to build. People are really pissed because they blow up like Minecraft creepers. Now, why are they pissed, though? Isn't it an optional thing you can turn off and on? Ah, there we go. There she is. Let's see the sim speed right now. Oh, sim speed's 1.0. Okay, maybe I just had a bug. Oh, she's so pretty though. Let me get spectator camera. Like, just let me take you on the tour. Let's do some pan shots here. Now this is her landed, right? So she's not, her systems aren't active. Look at that! What? I didn't see that last time. Oh, that is cool. How did he pull that off? They must be on a timer block or something. Ah, but she is gorgeous. And this is actually built in the game. This isn't a standalone model. These are all individual parts that are used. You can actually tell, right? He's got the modded blocks in for the 2x. He's got, what does he got? He's got the Millennium Falcon cockpit mod, the DirectX 11 installed there. Oh, it's just so good looking. He's even got the spinning rotation, the disc on there. I don't remember that spinning though. I don't remember that spinning, but okay. So it spins. So let's take a tour. Oh, and it's so to scale too. Look at that. All right, let's go inside. Da, 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 da. Can we open this and close it? No? Okay, no we can't. Let's turn on my light. It's kind of dark in here. Because these aren't actual buttons. I think these are control panels. Let me see. Yeah, I can try to push them. They don't do anything. But if I hit K, yeah, they're control panels. Okay, cool. We'll go ahead and go to the bridge, though, because all the controls are already mapped to the bridge. It does have the gun turrets. These are the turret mounts that you can jump into and control them. They use remote blocks and the, I want to say it uses a rotor and a, oh shit, what is it called? A rotor and the hinge block, the hinge mod. This is to the cockpit. Look at the cockpit. Oh, man. All right, we jump in here. Once you get into the cockpit, go to the remote block for controlling the Falcon itself. So they get remote backs for both turrets. That's how you control the turrets. And then remote control for ship control. And that's when you'll get actually all the controls for it. And, oh my God, this is so good looking. Now watch this. All right, we're going to kick on the engines. We're going to take off. First things first, though, we got to bring up the ramp. Oh, that's not the ramp. Is this the ramp? There we go. There's the ramp coming up. And now we're going to start lifting off. And she's so fast through that sim speed. And then we'll bring up the gear. Now, as she lifts off, she's got sensor blocks is what it looks like. That turn on the lights in the back. Now, wait for it. Let's go into spectator real quick. I just love what detail he's done with this. Now, watch the engines. As soon as I start hitting that forward thrust, it, like, knows. And engage forward thrust. There goes my sim speed. And then, boom, the engines come on. Which is actually just lights he's using inside there. Such a cool idea. Now, it's going to get real laggy, guys, because the sim speed goes straight to hell as soon as you engage the engines in this thing. I'm not quite sure why. I think it has to do with the landing gear issues that the game is having right now. But just look at this thing. I mean, how cool is that? The second they figure out whatever these issues are that are killing the sim speed, and I'll show you sim speed. Simulation speed. Oh, no, it's my FPS that's dropped like a rock. It's down to 11 frames a second. Now, when I was testing this yesterday, I made a mistake and crashed into the landing platform. That music is terrible. Let's turn that down a little bit. I crashed into the landing platform, and oddly enough, it fixed my FPS issues. And most of the ship was intact. Like, I barely did any damage to the ship. Chewie, prepare for the jump to light speed. Oh, there's no Chewie. When are we going to get that character model in here? Wow! It's so good. So good. One last thing we have to test, though. We have to test the weapons. So let me get out. And let me run over to... Oh, my frames. And they're back. Get to the gun. Now, once you're in the gun turret, you're going to notice you don't have anything on your controls. So head on down to... let's see. Remote. It's going to be the upper turret. Control upper turret. And you have two control options. You've got your camera, so you can see and fire. And then the actual... choosing your weapon to fire it. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn camera off. Do I have to get out of this completely to do that? There we go. Remote. Take control of the upper turret. Control. And then what we're going to do is we're going to switch into third person so we can actually see it move around. So you can get your buddies in the actual control seat for the guns. And F9. Now, once you're in, you've got to unlock the landing gear that's holding it in place. And I should be able to move it. And then if I hit 2... to select the weapon. How cool is that? Oh, hell yes. Let's see. If I hit... Go back into F6. If I hit F1... There we go. I can actually aim and fire. So once I get the stability on this, oh my god, we can have such a good time in a Star Wars-esque modded server, I think. I don't know. That's kind of like the theme of today's mod Thursday patch day spotlight. Is what will be possible in this game. Could be the best Star Wars game we've ever played in Space Engineers. Because look at that. And it'll actually take damage. You guys are saying blow it up, blow it up. All right, well, we need something appropriate to blow it up with. I don't know. What do we have to... We have a TIE fighter? We have a TIE fighter, don't we? I have a vanilla one, I think. Let's try the... No, that's not going to work because I don't have the mods installed for that one. Where's my goofy TIE fighter? That's not... Yeah, see, this one's going to just fall apart because it's not... Oh, God! Oh! Yeah, mods may be missing on the server. Let's try that again. This time with a vanilla Shack's TIE fighter. Here. Oh, it's not going to work. We don't have the TIE fighter bit in there, so we're going to have to... Let's blow it up with... the Alliance Heavy Fighter. Why not? That's a classic. An oldie but a goodie. And then we're going to jump into the mods for this week. There she is. Weapons online. Did I take off the rockets on this thing? I guess I did. Open fire! The shields are too powerful. It actually may have the shield mod installed. I didn't look. Don't get penisy, kid. I got one. I don't think I have anything with rockets, but we can just add some real fast. That G menu, there's so many mods on here. The G menu takes forever to load up. Weapons online. Let's slap these where they used to be, actually. They used to be down here, I believe. Right? This is facing the right direction? I think that's facing the right direction. The yellow's the warning. I always do this. Well, if not, I'll blow myself up. It serves me right for trying to blow up the Falcon. We gotta disable its engines. Or she might get away. All right, she's got the shield mod installed. How much of a pounding can those shields take? Let's find out. Holy crap. Apparently a considerable one. Have we done any damage? I'm gonna go with no on this one. Oh, we're breaking through. There we go. Shields are down. She must have a ton of gyroscopes. Oh, shit. What did I do? I hit something important. Oh, and we crashed. One of those mods does not like being shot. I wonder if that's the old shield bug. The shields used to crash games, and then it didn't. They fixed it, and now it might be back. But anyways, we were gonna close that map. Let me relaunch, and we shall get back into this and check out the new mods. The Mass Effect mods, what you guys came here to see. You guys were like, Shaq, what's going on with that Krogan? I will show you. And I shall drop the banhammer upon thee. Not all of you, just one of you. Somebody getting all spammy up in here. And we have returned. Bye-bye, Millennium Falcon. You were so awesome that the destruction of the Falcon actually destroyed my game. News failed to load. That's not a good sign. Nicholas says this is his first live stream ever. Is it the first here on the XP Gamers, or is it just your first? Am I literally your first? I guess that's what I'm asking. Let's load up the new world. A whole new world. I know, half of you actually sung that in your head. That's okay. And we're gonna load up Perfect Blinkies build, and I've actually modified this to have the rest of our mods in it. So no more loading, hopefully, unless we had a crash. We should be good to go. Indeed, G&T, it was hammer time. It's been such a long time since you've played Armada. Star Trek Armada? Indeed. Indeed it has. I need to jump in there, though. It's a fantastic. If you know what Armada is, it's fantastic Sins of a Solar Empire mod. If you're a fan of Star Trek, and I'm talking about like Next Generation, Voyager, DS9, that's the mod you want to try for Sins of a Solar Empire Rebellion. Check it out on ModDB. Miss Callisto, if you don't mind, I've gone ahead and made you a moderator. So you now have the power. So you can do the He-Man scream if you like. Feel free to drop the hammer if need be. And yes, we're in. And yes, now you guys know. This is what I look like in real life, right here. I've actually gotten my model of my mug inputted into the game. God, I'm sexy. Look at that. So, I'm not bullshitting you guys. The thumbnail for this video is in the stream. Last time I got a lot of flack because I had a Star Destroyer overlaid on the ship selection screen of World of Warships. And people were like, this is so trolly, this is clickbait. I was like, it was a joke because, you know, you select your ship and the ship was a Star Destroyer. But, okay. I guess it was kind of clickbaity, so I changed it like an hour after it went out. But, boom. Yep. There you go. The first model we're going to be looking at, which I wrote down way on the bottom of my list. Where was this? The Krogan by Telborn. Telborn has made a bunch of skin mods. We're going to have all kinds of new armors. So this is what's really cool. I've been asking for new character models for ages now. And we've got a bunch coming out. Talborn has been nailing the Mass Effect ones left and right. We're going to look at a bunch of them. Everything from Drell to Asarhi, Quarians are those one of my favorites. The Quarians, Solarians are in there. So, but there you go. There's the Krogan. I believe he's paintable as well. I've got a list of mods to go through so I don't miss any, and all the mod authors who made them. So, all right, Krogan. Let's see if his armor is paintable. Also, he has a helmet. He's got a helmet. Now, I believe he's actually customized the stats on these armors. Don't quote me on that, though. I know the Solarian has custom stats where in the lore, his metabolism actually moves a little faster. So he burns through his oxygen faster, but he has a larger capacity to hold more, I think. Something like that. I don't know. But there is differences between the armor. So let's see real quick. There is one issue with the Krogan. Because the Krogan is so large, and this game actually renders your body from a first-person perspective, that you get a little bit of a clipping issue that I think he's working on. You can kind of see your feet down there. So I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna deal with that, but it is still really cool. If you wanted to captain a Krogan battleship, well, now you can actually be a Krogan and build your battleship. So I wanted to see, can I be a red? Yes! I can be a red Krogan, or a bright pink one, because I totally didn't choose red. I am the manliest Krogan warrior ever. Let me put on my helmet, my bright pink helmet. Don't screw with the Krogan in bright pink. I should have put some weapon mods in here. It just feels wrong not having a well-armed Krogan in the field. Anywho, let's check out some more of these. Dun, 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 dun. Next up in our sexy let's just go through the Mass Effect ones, because now I'm Quarian, Solarian. Well, we'll just go down the list. Can I be a Space Hound? What? Oh, well, it doesn't have an animation. Oh, I'm a Space Hound! This is the new patch. This isn't a mod, guys. This actually came out in today's patch. Do I have attacks? Oh, so when you don't move him, he plays this idle animation where he howls. Sadly, there's no actual sound effect. And I still make, like, the human sounds when I jump, but... This might be only in creative mode that you can choose to be the Space Hound. Can I build stuff as the Space Hound? I will totally be this guy. It's a little weird, though. What's it look like from first person? Oh, I actually have his perspective. Though the idle animation kind of clips through the view, but I can run around as Space Hound. Don't worry, we'll get to that ship in a little bit. It's pretty background. That's Perfect Blinky's blockade runner. The Carillion Corvette. Wait, how does the jetpack work? Oh, it doesn't. That's how that works. Okay, let's switch what we are. That is so goofy. Does Space Wolves woof? I don't know. Anyways, we were doing Krogan. Let's do the Solarian. So this is a mod. Same guy. Oh, God, it's so good. Let's go into spectator mode. Like, the models are great. Look at that. And then if you hit J, there we go. There's his helmet. He's got 3 different helmets, too, which is really cool. He's got this, like, half helmet, right? And then he's got the full helmet, which is pretty legit. I can turn off those lights so you guys don't see that weird floating light shenanigans. How does the jetpack look on this guy? I haven't tested these, by the way. This is live mod testing, so you guys know. All right, so the jetpack looks a little off, but, I mean, I would totally rock this. These are the Mass Effect character skins from Talborn. All right, let's swap out again. I'm doing this in spectator mode, so it's a little awkward. That was the Solarian. I wanted to see the she-cells. C-cell shells? Ah. Quarian. Quarian male and female. Oh, Tali. Oh, this was heartbreaking in Mass Effect for me. I won't have any Mass Effect spoilers in here. I won't say anything, but... Well, I guess it doesn't really matter because it depends on the decisions you make. In my game... Screw it, I'm going to tell you guys anyways. In my game of Mass Effect 3... If Tali even makes it to that game for you, Tali killed herself. She jumped off a fucking cliff. I teared up. I am comfortable in my manhood to tell you guys I teared up. And then they taunt you. They give you that renegade option where you pull the trigger and you can do something really fast. Well, as she's like falling off the cliff and watching her people burn in the atmosphere because of a decision I made, no less. Oh, you guys don't even know. They give you that renegade option where you can pull the trigger and you can reach out and grab her. And I missed it. And she fell off the cliff. And it was the most sad thing. And what got me was the fact that they had that option that you can pull the trigger and act. Which was like, me actually rushing for the controller, trying to save her. Because I thought it was just going to be an animation, a video. Like talk about storytelling in gaming. That right there. That's so cool. Anyways, let's change the color, shall we? If I could just do this in spectator mode, let's do like a yellow. Oh, you can change her cloak. Saturation, maybe more. And then let's go with like a blue. And let's switch out to the male. Oh man, that is badass. The guy who played in Mass Effect 3, there was a male Quarian that you save in a firefight. I think it was 3, it might have been 2. And the guy who plays the voice is actually Jane from Firefly. Baldwin, one of the Baldwin brothers. I can't remember his name. Shit, help me out, guys. Now, don't worry, Carlton. It's totally different for you. You've got to make like 5 decisions to figure out like what your ending is going to be with Tali, if you even have one. It was totally different for Tabby, and something totally happened differently. What? Yeah, you get different endings. There's a ton of endings for her, so there's no real spoilers there. It's one possibility in a bunch. But oh yeah. He was such a badass. Jane from Firefly played the voice of one of the guys. I think he's in 2 and 3. But, it's so cool. Like, this might have to be a thing. Now, imagine if they get the multiplayer working, right? And we can have these different races in a server that's modified with certain mods. So you actually have maybe the factions of Mass Effect fighting each other, and you choose a faction to fight for. How cool would that be? So you'd have, like, the Quarian fleet versus the Geth. Oh, I don't know if Geth is an option. I'm pretty sure it's not yet. He's still working on it. All right, we checked out Quarian. Let me check these off the list, or I'm going to end up repeating myself. We did Solarian. We showed that one. And we did Quarian. All right, what do we got next? Now, my favorite. Where's my favorite race? Turian. Yes! Garrus. Oh, and he's in the blue because I still have blue selected. How cool is that? Like, let me just... That model. It's so good. Now, my question is, why don't we have Stormtroopers yet? I mean, we get all these, which is cool. I like Mass Effect. I'm a huge fan of Mass Effect, but when are we going to get some Stormtroopers? Some Rebel, Alliance Special Forces. Let's go ahead and put his helmet on. Oh, yeah, that's cool. That is cool. He's even got the 3 fingers. What does this look like from first person? Oh, okay, and this one doesn't have any clipping either, so that's nice. He's got the 2 toes and the 3 fingers. I love it. And you can see him when you jump. What happens when I equip a tool? Let's grab character tools. Let's grab a rifle. And let's grab, I don't know, this thing. So let's see how it looks in the hands. All right. Sweet. And the new weapons. I like the echo effect. It's pretty sweet. All right. There's your Turian. Turian female I saw on there, so we gotta check that out. Turian female? Whoa. I forgot this was even a thing. Now that is interesting. Is it the same armor? No, it's not the same armor. Okay. And then here's with the helmet on. Kind of cool. We must stop the Reapers. So there's your Turians. And yep, the colors do change. So cool. Drop a sorry on here. Now this is actually one of the characters, isn't it? Like they straight up, that's one of the faces for one of the characters. What's her name? Oh god, how can I not forget her name? How could I forget her name? This is the character that I romanced, I think. I don't remember. But nice. All the character models are fantastic. And I'm assuming the helmet works on this person too. The only one so far, isn't it the human helmet? I think it is. The only one so far that has the 3-piece helmet, it looks like, is the Solarian. The Turian so far is your favorite? Yeah. I can see that. They've even got the Drell on here. Let's give him a different color, though. Let's give him, like, green. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. That is fantastic. Helmet on? Sweet! And let's see if there's any clipping. Oh, man. I don't know. This one might be my favorite. You know what I've noticed? There wasn't a mod... I can't believe he didn't do this. Where's the normal N7 armor? You know? The Quarian has it. Has the helmet, at least. That was the Drell helmet. Praetorian. Oh, wow. Okay, so that green is terrible on you, dude. That's more my fault than yours, but that's god-awful. Theirs looks all cheap and shitty because they're all poor and... Well, what are they, like the scum of the galaxy, basically, in the Mass Effect universe? Let's put on his helmet. He also has an N7 helmet, or a human helmet. Kind of funky. Look into my eyes. All 4 of them. Oy, okay, let's not get that close. The model's good, but it's not good enough to get that close. Let's look at... So that was Batarian. Let me knock some of these off the list here. So, Quarian, Drell, yeah. Sweet. Oh, Batarian. That's the other one we did. We just did. All right, so we're going to get into some more character models. A lot of character models. Now, I know a couple of you guys saw it. You saw this one. Blood for the Blood God. Oh, my God. It's so awesome. Why couldn't he make the Space Marines instead of the Chaos first, though? I'm such a fan of Space Marines over Chaos Space Marines. Ah, it's so good, though. Let's pull out the weapon. That weapon looks pathetic in this guy's hands. He's going to break this damn thing. Oh. Isn't that cool, though? What we need is some orcs now. Now imagine this, right? So we get these models. Maybe we get some orc models in here and we start making deathmatch maps. And they fix the multiplayer code so we can have the tanks like Wasted's tractor. How cool would that be? Aw, shit. It looks good, too. This one was actually done by... And we should probably talk about the mod sub instead of just being in awe by its awesomeness. I like the jetpack, too. We should turn it on and see how it works. I will do it in a second. First. Who made this one? I wrote it down. This one was a surprise, actually. This one was... Sectan. Oh, yeah, Sectan made this. So Sectan's getting into the model-making game as well for character models. And he's brought out 2 of these, actually. So here you go. You get this one, which... Let's see how it looks in first person. Oh, look at that. No clipping. I actually... Oh, wait. Yeah, there's a little clipping. Little clipping when you, like, look to your right. When you side strafe. Because that big-ass shoulder pad is in the way. But other than that, like, that looks great. And then the jetpack, it actually hides the... Because the backpack is so large, it hides the smoke. Interesting. Bloop. Come on now. Keen's working on that multiplayer code. They brought us working planets. I think they're going to get the multiplayer code out at some point. I mean, look at this. I just showed off an entire galaxy. Well, a map with like 20 planets in it. Anyways, there's another one of these. Warhammer. Skins that he's made. Berserker. There he is. The Berserker. Oh, God. Good God. Look at this thing. It's not the, you can see some of the lines, the polygons and stuff, but if you zoom out, it actually looks pretty damn good. I would use this in multiplayer to kick the ever-living crap out of people. This is going to make some great machinimas, too. That's what I'm excited for. Me being able to make videos with models like this, that's why I keep asking for Stormtrooper ones and Rebel ones. Yeah. How's the animations look? Let's grab since I'm doing these. Animations. Just grab Wave. Oh, that's going to be a thumbnail one of these days, right there. Fantastic. All right, so those are the character models that I wanted to show off. We're going to have some more in there in a little bit, but I say we mix it up, and let's check out the build that's in the background. There was in the background a second ago. Which one was that one? That was Sectan's Shindig. Actually, we're going to mix it up completely differently. First thing I'm going to do, go into first person. We're going to get ourselves a GPS marker so we can come back here. GPS, create from current position. And we'll call this the landing pad. So I know where it is. We'll come back to you. Perfect Blinky's sexy looking ship there, the blockade runner. That right there is a blockade runner that can land on planets, take off from planets, and it's fully vanilla. So cool. Well, we'll check that out in a second, because we're going into space. Space, 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 space. And why are we going into space? Where's the sun? First, I gotta find the sun. Sun's behind me, okay. We're going into space because I'm gonna do something I've never done before. I'm gonna try to spawn a planet in. Because we're gonna take a look at, going back to the Star Wars theme that we had earlier, how the hell do you spawn in a planet? I don't even know. Wasn't it like Shift F10? There we go. And then planets, and I don't want to generate one. I already have one. Is it a predefined asteroid, maybe? I've got Hoth. From Sectan, and I've never loaded it up, and I've never spawned a planet in, and I wanted to test this. And since I'm testing all my stuff live, I figured, you know what, let's test a planet live. And maybe you guys know how to do it. How do you spawn in a planet? Spawn asteroid. I thought it'd just be under planets. Aha! Hoth planet. I got it. So there you go, guys. You hit Shift F10 once you've subscribed to a planet. And then we're going to spawn in Hoth. Spawn asteroid. There's our other planet. We don't want to block the sun. That's why I was wondering where the sun was. And spawn planet. Let it load. And we're in spectator mode still, so we can go real fast. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the planet at the ass end of the galaxy that the Rebel Alliance decided that they would use as a secret base of operations. One that a probe droid found, and they end up having the Battle of Hoth. Sadly, I don't have a working snowspeeder. What am I saying? Not have a working snowspeeder. I can open up. What was I doing? Whoa, not what I wanted. What we can do is Shift-Tab, Workshop. Blinky should have one. That's right, we're on Hoth now. Speeder. I don't know if he's released it yet. He was talking to me about it. He's working on some really cool stuff. And let's see here. Snowspeeder. If we're gonna fly around Hoth, we should do it in a snowspeeder. Dun, 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 dun. Perfect Blinky, what have you released recently? He does some great builds. I don't know if he's done a snowspeeder yet, though. For atmospheric flight. He's done one in the past, but it won't work because it's not set for atmospheric flight. Come on. Look at all these awesome builds he has. It's so crazy. Snowspeeder, but yeah, not for, it's all ion thrusters. That's not going to work for us. Yep, old school ion thrusters. So, which you know, I might have one. I might have one. I don't know if it'll work, though. But I really want to fly around on... Wow! Too fast. Let's find a smooth, flat place. Here we go. This will work. Let's see if we can make a snow speeder. So I'm going to teleport my character model here. Am I still... Yeah, I still am. Okay. What? I didn't pull out the snow speeder. Snow speeder. Let's do this one. Oh, I can't. Oh, I don't have copy paste installed. Oh, no copy pasta. All right. Well, that's too bad. That's too bad. Let's go back into spectator mode. We'll fly around. Just imagine we're in a snow speeder on Hoth. Zoom. So you know what we got to do now? At one point, I got to make like I did that A-wing video. I got to do a snow speeder video fighting AT-ATs, which is something that I would really like to do. And I've been talking to Blinky about it, so maybe we'll be able to work something out. So keep an eye on the channel for that. But there you go. Sectan's Hoth planet. For all your Rebel Alliance secret base needs, you can download Hoth. Pretty cool. Now back to where we were. Back to the landing pad in the desert. There we go. And since we're talking about Perfect Blinky and the things that he's been managed to put together, that's a segue. Perfect Blinky also built this right here. This is fairly recent, actually. I think he released this in the last week or so. This is the, what do they call it? The new name for it, like the Tantive 4 frigate or something. I don't know. It's the blockade runner. Come on. It's the Corellium blockade runner. And completely vanilla. And it will take off. And you know what? Why am I telling you it'll take off? Why don't we actually try to fly it? That's right. This Chaos Space Marine is taking over this ship. If you didn't realize what this is actually a docking ramp that you can retract. If I could get inside the damn door. Huh. Huh. There we go. Think thin, you big bastard. And I fell down there the first time. It's another ramp to get down there. But we'll head over to the cockpit. We'll actually take off. I believe the bridge is this way. It's fairly good size. And it's completely piped. Just like all his stuff is. And it has these seating areas that are underneath the turrets. I think those are gunner's seats. So you can have your crew man the battle stations. It's even got the cryopods all set up for multiplayer, which is pretty cool. Let's run on over. Let's get aboard. She's one sweet-looking ship. Now, what we're going to have to do is, the engines are currently off. I love how he's got the engines set up. Let's get our spectator camera good to go while we take off. Now, the landing gear, I don't believe are on any type of pistons or anything. I think he had some issues with those and getting them actually able to land, so I think I can't retract them because I couldn't find pistons in the list. The actual class is a CR-90, yeah. Indeed it is. Now, let's bring on those bottom thrusters. So we can kind of take off that way, but we need that forward throw. Oh, shit, we broke something. Crap. We broke one of the landing gear. It's a lot of weight on those landing gear. You got to come down nice and easy. I just broke half the right ones off. But let's turn on the main engines. He doesn't have these on a macro for some reason. Engines online. Beginning takeoff procedures properly this time. No mods on this. Fire engines. Let's get off this rock. The Empire's on the way. We've got to go. Shit. Go, 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 go. Go! I started turning toward the mountain to stay in camera, and then I realized there's a fucking mountain there, Shaq. What are you doing? Oh, how cool is that, though? Oh, fantastic. And we can switch over to external. And remember, there's gravity, so the second I stop firing those engines, crap, 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 I start falling. Get her into orbit! But I gotta turn the camera so we can see. All right, fine. Third person. No, go back to the thing. We're starting to fall. Now, one of the issues that I have in Space Engineers is these big engines, right? We've got so many of them, but you can't hear them unless you're back there near the engine bay. Like, I can go to first person and you can hear it. You can't hear the engines fire right now. Getting a little bit of slowdown. It's not the stream lagging up. That's actually Space Engineers having a little bit of a fit. For whatever reason. I don't know. There might be something on this. It's actually really smooth now. You know what I don't? I'm not sure if this has a jump drive. Firing all engines. Oh no, we're having engine power trouble. Systems are offline. We're gonna crash it. Let's see if I can land it. Bringing her about. See if we can find an emergency landing spot. Even though I've already broken off the left-hand side landing gear. Yeah, there's only one landing gear in the back. Oh, and we're falling like a rock. Let's turn on the inertial dampeners. Now this thing has just enough bottom thrust to make it hover. It has almost no top thrusters though. And if you guys were playing in, I think, survival, you wouldn't be able to do this with this ship. I mean, you might be able to get off a planet. Maybe. I say maybe, really, maybe. Because the hydrogen, how fast would you burn the hydrogen in this thing? I mean, look at the engines on the back. I don't know. The only braking power that you have is if you tilt up, get the nose up, and then you can use those bottom hydrogen thrusters to slow down. Because you've actually got quite a few of the small ones. There you go. See, I've stopped my forward momentum. And there's no back momentum because I got the back engines online. So let's bring her down. Too fast, too fast, too fast, too fast, too fast. That's legit. I actually kind of like that better than using the landing gear, to be honest. Because you're closer to the ground that way, and the landing gear's sticking out. Like, let's take off again. Let me bring the camera over. Because the taking off looks really cool with the ground effect of the thrusters. Here we go, here we go. Right, like, that just looks better without the landing gear on it. And then if you, let's take control. Firing thrusters, taking off. You get that cool ground effect. And then you bring main engines online, and away you go. Very cool, very cool. Now watch me crash it into a mountainside. Yep, here we go. I'm gonna crash it. Oh shit! Ow! It's fine. It's. I don't think I'm attached to the ship anymore. Blood for the blood god, I guess. I really need to change this model. All right, back to the landing zone. Minor damage to the cockpit. This is Star Wars. There is no need to resupply. Oh, we're gonna use spectator mode. That'll take forever to get back to the landing pad. I'll change my model out to something else. Maybe we'll actually look at the other mod for character models right now. Now that I've successfully crashed a blockade runner. All right. Let me mark that off my list of mods. I didn't actually write that one on here. Oh, there it is. And swap out to the Cerberus armor. Cerberus armor was added by Danip1970. I hope I said your name right. And it's a huge pack. Like, the other ones are individual models for characters that you have to you have to subscribe to individually. There's no Mass Effect pack yet. Hopefully he does make a pack, so you don't have to have your mod list full if you're going to end up using all of them anyways. But he's got Cerberus. And I shit you not. Oh, man. Whoa. Okay, take that down. Let's get the proper colors on here. A little too much. He's got the Cerberus armor, which is having some issues right now. I'm not really sure what's going on. Remember, I'm testing these live, so what in the world? He's kind of shiny. I can't take the helmet off. I mean, it looks cool, but I don't know what's up with the shininess. He looks like he's made out of jello. Let me try changing the stuff. Let's actually go into this, and then third person, and now let's see if we can change, like, maybe it's saturation? Value? No, he just gets darker. Okay, so this one is having some issues. Let's see if the other ones look good. This is the Centurion Trooper. Ah, he's reflective too. That's too bad, because these look really good in the images. Oh, here we go. There's the Dragoon. This is the... Oh, shit. I didn't hit okay. The Dragoon is the one with the whips, if you played the multiplayer or even the single player. Can I change your colors? I can change your colors. So I can make you, like, super dark, and then I can color it. There we go. So that one looks cool. Oh, look at that. Can I take his helmet off? No, I can't. So these don't have the secondary model with the helmets. But if I go into... Oh, there's no clipping issues. That's good. If I go into spectator mode, take a look at the armor. Nice. I always thought the Cerberus armor looked really cool. Get 15 friends and do a mission on Hoth. Well, the problem with doing 15 people, or even 8 people on a server, is just... It's just really buggy right now. We're waiting for that multiplayer code. Combat Engineer. He's shiny too, so we're not going to look at that one. We may have to revisit this mod at some other time. Wait, Loki Mech? What? Oh, where were you when we were doing the Space Engineers RP series? Ah, man. This, I mean, I'm not gonna say anything, but this might be Alti's new body if we ever get to start doing that RP series again. Look at that. Can I be of assistance? That is legit. What's the jetpack look like? Oh, he's just disabled the jetpack effect, which is probably for the best, because it really wouldn't look right on this. Fucking cool. All right, let's check out the next one. That's the Loki mech. I thought there were 2 of these. Whoa, why are you so dark? Okay, he's just super dark. Oh, but he's got like battle bits missing or something. Crazy. And like the back of his head is missing. What else we got? Nemesis. Kind of reflective, so we'll wait on that one. Super reflective. We gotta look at this one. These are like their combat mechs. He's really dark too, though. It's not saturation or values, though. So, interesting. Cool. Just needs a little work. Needs a little work because they're really reflective. Now, the same mod author has also made. I want to make sure I'm right here. Danup 1970. Last Stand Gamer did a spotlight on this one, actually, but it's the power armor from Fallout. The Enclave armor, what is it? The Brotherhood of Steel armor. Look at that. Now, I believe no helmets on these. Nope, no helmets on these ones. So, which is too bad, but I just love it that we're finally getting some variety in the character models that you can choose now. Let's jump into... Whoa, why are these... Oh, you don't color them. They come colored, it looks like. Unless I can. Let's try it. Oh, you can color them. You just kind of give them a different tint, though. Let's go with like a little bit of a green. And the clipping doesn't seem too bad. Nice. So there you go. I recommend you check those out. All we need now is some Star Wars ones. I'm just saying, mod authors. Help me out here. There's so many of these T-51Bs. Holy crap. The Vault version, which we gotta change that saturation. That's terrible. Let's do no saturation and then maybe the value down. There we go. That's better. Vault 22. Power armor. War never changes. He's like, I never seen a world so green. The possibilities of rebuilding society are endless here. Wow, you could actually do a Fallout machinima better in this, and you probably couldn't Fallout. Because you can control your sets way better. Pretty cool. What else we got? All right, so that is finally all of the character models that I have loaded up. But it seems like, hey Jacob, welcome to the stream. It seems like we're getting a ton of these every day now. And I am okay with that. I'm just checking them off our list so we don't backtrack. We showed off the planet Hoth from Star Wars. We showed off the entire Star Wars universe in a mod, which is pretty cool. Shack. Tom Shack made me a mod. He did? What's the mod? I have to know. Acquiring minds. I forgot the Geth model. There's a Geth model? I didn't install that one. Damn. Because look, let me go through it. Unless I did. I don't think I did, though. No, I didn't. All right, well, somebody in the chat says there's a Geth model out that I did not see when I went through the list. So check that one out. I want to know if there's in 7 armor. Hey, the gamer. Welcome to the stream. All right, next up, we've got a mod that is a favorite of mine that I had to stop using. And you guys know I've used it in a couple of videos. Let's do a new small ship. I'm going to walk around in the vault armor for the rest of the video, probably. And get away, get away, get away, get away. It is a da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Where are you? Why aren't you coming up in the list? Cockpits. You're not coming up in cockpits. What have I done? Ah. No, I know what it's called. I know what it's called. Oh, it's not here. What the juice? Okay, well, the orbital cockpit from Darth Mechanicus has been updated for DirectX 11. In all the videos you've seen it, it's been this, like, plain texture, and somebody's finally gone in and updated it. It wasn't the original mod author, though. So, I don't know. Hopefully he actually updates it. But if not, you can use the new one. It allows us to make TIE fighters. It's the TIE fighter cockpit. I have seen the multifunction thrusters. I have not tested them yet, though. Hey, Shack, what did you think of The Force Awakens? I really enjoyed it. It's a great start to a new trilogy in my mind. That's my opinion of it. All right, so we'll move on to the next mod. And the next one's going to be these shutters. It looked really cool. I have yet to try. So the idea behind these, now we've always had, I'll grab the vanilla one real quick. We've always had this, right? Kind of cool. I mean, a little weird in space because we've had these since the beginning of the game practically. And, well, in space, you can't shut the shutters and it's space. This doesn't seem very airtight. So you really wouldn't use them unless it's to just have a grate maybe over, I don't know, your rocket launcher or something strange. So somebody has had the great idea of actually making these work. These actually work now. So let me run over here. And I believe I can hit open. Yeah, they actually work and they open. So let me color it. That way we can see the difference. There we go. And there's different types. So you've got the blinds, which open straight up. Now keep in mind, you could probably put that like over glass if you wanted to. You can do all kinds of fun stuff with this that I'm interested in trying out. I also want to see if there's build things. Oh, good grief. I can't even think of the name of it. So let's go ahead and open you. Open you. Look at that. That is cool. Shutters, you can actually shut. And give me a grinder. Give me the super crazy grinder. Probably going to use the default ones, right? Ah, no build states. No build states yet. That's a bummer. Because I figured he'd just use the build states from this. Because it's the same model. You know? And there's also a curved one. So you didn't even have to make them, just stick them on there. But there you go. No build states. Does have crafting expense. Seems a little on the expensive side. Let me compare it to the normal. Here's the normal one, which is only small steel tubes, construction components, and interior plates. And then this thing, which is 32 motors. Come on now. That's a bit much, right? Shack, it's shiny, break it. So destructive. All right, so that kind of makes me sad. There's no build states. Probably work in progress. These did just come out. Let's close them. Oh, I broke it. I can't. I already broke it. No, I can't do anything with it. Now, let's see. So there's that one. Who made that one? That was... I don't even know where I'm at my list now. I've kind of jumped all over the place. Advanced Shutters and Blinds. And that's by SC Modder. Oh, okay. SC Modder. He's done a ton of stuff. When you go to check out his, make sure you check out his list. Because he's got some really cool stuff in there. We couldn't show off the orb cockpit because it didn't show up in the list. I think I forgot to put it on the map. So I think that's more my fault than anybody else's. We showed off the Berserker. I was walking around in the Warhammer 40k armor a second ago. Let's jump into the new form of power somebody has added into Space Engineers. This is so cool. Windmills have been added into Space Engineers. Now, there are some requirements. Large rotor. Small windmill. I have no idea what I'm doing, so we may have to actually look up the guide on how to do this. But, as I understand it, you could build a windmill to produce power. Why am I so slow? Oh, look at how this is the suit. Because it's so honkin' heavy, I'm crazy slow, but I bet anything I've got more health. Like the suit doesn't have enough thrust. Interesting. Or is it because I'm carrying stuff? I'm not carrying anything. Let's swap out suits. Let's be... We're gonna be a Turian. And we're gonna go with blue. Maybe like a faded blue. Like it's seen some action. It's seen some combat out on the Outer Rim. He was in the Turian Human Wars. The First Contact Wars. I don't know. Let's jump up here. Jump up here and engage. Now, the way that these work is they have diminishing returns, as I understand it, if they're close to another windmill. They have to be a certain elevation above the ground to work, and they will generate power that does not require the sun. So, windmill. That's probably on backwards because I do what I want. Or maybe not. Maybe not. And then, am I supposed to put a rotor on this? I bet I am. Maybe not. Boom! There we go. Okay, I didn't go high enough. There is a guide. Don't be like me. Read the guide. There's a guide on exactly how to set these up properly and talk to you about the diminishing returns of having too many of them too close together, so you have to spread them out. But if you want another source of power for your game, and I really liked this concept, oh, how cool is that? You can totally do it. Now, did I just feel a sim drop? No, I'm crazy. Sim speed is 1.0. How neat is that? Have those outside your base, right? Keeping your defenses online. And it doesn't even seem like it's that big until you get close to it. That's the crazy thing about scale and Space Engineers, though. Alright, let me jump down here. Can I get hit by this thing? I'm gonna try. Does this have a collision model? See if I get punted. A little bit to the left. Oh, nope. It goes right through. Okay, so that doesn't have a collision model. Probably for the best. We're gonna leave that up there. It's too cool not to. Now, I noticed there were other things that I could build in the windmill mod. It looks like a small windmill. What is a small windmill? Not available for stations. Oh, it's a small windmill. Like if, say, I had a small ship. You've got to be kidding me. You can have windmills on your small ship? Why? Like, why would you... Oh, well, shit. Alright, well, maybe my plan was not the best. I guess it's kind of cool. I mean, it gives you the option to put a windmill on there. I don't know why you would want to. I guess for like an airship kind of deal. Shack, can you please save a spot on your server? I'm getting SE soon. Well, we're not doing public servers right now because of how Space Engineers just doesn't work well in multiplayer. Especially not with landing gear right now. Good God, are we having problems with landing gear again? It's just making stuff explode all the time. I'm making more space for us to test mods. I kind of want to make a field of windmills. I don't even know why. I just kind of want to do it. We should also see how much power that's generating. So let's drop one of these down. Or better yet, let's just do a control panel. And let's see how well that that windmill is doing. Now, I may not have it properly set up because there is a certain elevation you need to set at. Let's see. It's considered a large motor. Dynamo is currently producing 2 kilowatts, and it has a max output of 5 megawatts. So obviously, I haven't set it up properly. There's probably some... Well, let's see. Let's see. Workshop. I just love the idea of using wind power. All right. Wow, look at that thing. The N-Cord gunship. That must be huge to get that detail. The Windmill mod. When you're looking for mods, something specific, make sure you filter for mod or you'll get everybody's builds. There we go. Windmill and energy mod. Oh, I didn't say who made this one. This was made by The Power of Ra. Oh, that's cool. That's the small one, I guess. And the different ones. He's got them fairly close together. Let's see. This mod is an alternative way to produce energy. Now with spinning windmills, windmills will produce energy only on planets, but in contrast to solar panels without the need of the sun. Okay. Minimum output is 1, maximum is 2. 2 conditions must be filled to maximize the output of a windmill. At first, the correct height must be chosen, and secondly, each additional windmill in close proximity to another will reduce its effectiveness, so you can't spam them around one area. You gotta spread them out a bit, make them look good. The other idea, I think, behind that is there's nothing stopping you from taking the... this is how they're balanced, I think, for multiplayer. Or just in general. Right here, the dynamo on the back. That says windmill on the side, which is very... Thank you. You could just put 5 of these chained up against each other, and that would kind of be a cheat, right? Because that's just dumb. Why would you stack these? It's not even going to let me do it. You could just do something like that on a ship, and it would be free energy, right? Well, now that there's a reduced... amount of power that they'll generate, it keeps you from doing that. Though I guess you still can stick them to whatever you want because the mill itself, the spinning bit, is just a rotor, an animated rotor. But keep that in mind if you're trying to put this on a server. All right, so that's the windmill mod. Where did I put that on the list? There it is. Windmill mod, indeed. And that leaves us with the last mod. And the mod that I saved for last because I want to start building stuff with it. All right. The Fallout 4 live stream is on hold for now. I just haven't been able to do it. I've got other things going on right now. Coming back probably soon. Make some more space. I know people were asking over and over, where's Fallout 4? I don't know. I just haven't been in the mood recently to jump into Fallout 4. And I think it's because I want to mod it. I want to mod the ever-living crap out of it. So I'm waiting for the creation kit to come out. That is indeed my biggest fan. Oh, the puns are bad. All right, so today we're going to be looking at a mod that I used in the last Space Engineers Let's Play episode last Saturday. And that was the helicopter mod. One of the coolest mods. Let's clear out all my build queues stuff. Where are you, helicopter mod? Helicopter propellers. And he's added stuff since last time I used this. That's the perfect time for me to take a look at it. If you noticed on the back of my aircraft in the... Actually, I might be able to spawn it. I don't have to copy paste in. Damn. All right, we're going to have to bail out of this real quick. Sure, we'll save changes. And we've got to make this so I can copy and paste stuff in. Make it easier to build things. But the helicopter mod allows us to have helicopter blades that actually work. And I asked the mod author if he would make an aircraft engine with a prop. And it looks like he added it, and I haven't seen it yet, so I'm real excited about that. First, though, load world and edit settings. We're going to want to make it so we can copy pasta. Indeed. Everything else should be golden. All right, that works for me. And while I'm here, wasn't there a mod that I forgot to put in here? I think there was. Oh, the orb cockpit and the... There's a Geth one I guess I could drop in there. Oh, it's just not showing up. That's weird. Interesting. All right, that doesn't matter. So we got the helicopter in there. We got copy pasta on. We'll load it back up. And we'll make ourselves some type of helicopter with the new mod. Oh, sorry guys, I didn't throw the Geth in there. Well, you saw the other models, so you can kind of get an idea what the Geth is going to look like. It's going to look damn good. Though we do need an orc model. I could have so much fun with an orc model. Orc. Orc indeed. Run around as my Turian. Okay, so this was before I cleared out my build menu? I guess so. Helicopter parts. Give me all the helicopter parts. Give me all the buildy blocks. Fantastic. And give me thrusters. Okay, now let's grab up from my blueprints. I don't know what I called it. I don't actually think I named it, but this is going to be the aircraft from the Let's Play from this last Saturday. There she is. And I know a lot of you were like, Shack, what in the hell is that thing? I don't have the wing mod installed? Oh, lies and deceit. We can't have helicopters without wings? She just fell apart. It's terrible. We gotta bail out again. We gotta put the wing mod in. Load world. What am I doing with my life? Get the wings in there. I can't play this game without the wing mod installed now. Mistakes were made. Okay, where is it? Advanced hydrogen tank. We'll throw that on in there. And wing. Not cathedral wing. We want aerodynamics. That's the mod that I love so much. It must be there. And for shits and giggles, we'll put on the X-Wing weapons as well. And I think we're golden. All right, let's do that. Oh, no. We're missing the working cockpit mod. Haha, see? I'm on this. We need the immersive cockpit, the one you can actually open up and close. Not the industrial one. That's the super uber fancy one. We want... Is it the enhanced? It's either the enhanced or the immersive. Dark Mechanicus Orbital Cockpit. Yes. We're gonna call that good. I'm gonna assume that was the right mod. Loading Screen Simulator 2016. Yes, Bob from accounting. Welcome to Space Engineers. Hey, at least there's not a whole bunch of stuff going on this map. Once you get a map that's got a lot built into it, like the Star Wars one that we've got going, when we were doing the, still am, the Star Wars A-Wing flight and all that. Oh, there's so much in that map that it takes forever to load. Absolutely ever. Okay. Try that again. Can I just copy pasta you in without... Yay, I can. And look, you've got all your bits and pieces. Fantastic. Progress has been made. So there she is. Still uncolored. I haven't painted it. But you notice that blade in the back is not in the normal game. That's part of the helicopter mod, actually. And that was before they had what I believe to be the new edition, which is the actual props. So let's grab helicopter blades. And it works just like a thruster, which is really cool. Like, we'll take it for a flight real quick. Let me jump in here. Whoa, what the shit? Oh, because I'm in a... Oh, that's so weird. Nope. Because we're using a custom model, it's clipping. Can't have that. So we're going to switch back to normal Space Engineer. A normal astronaut. Pop in here. Close the door. Okay, crap. There's no actual runway and there's a thing in the way. So let's get out of here. This isn't a long enough runway, but I don't care. We're gonna make it work. Kick on the engine. Engines are up. This is before I gave it the speed thing, but I will take off. You can hear the sound effect. Oh, there we go. The helicopter sound effect. But it's a great mod. Now, he came up with the idea of making this 4 helicopters, right? Like, this is the whole point. But I was like, screw that. I'm going to make an aircraft that uses it for thrust instead of lift. And so I built this thing for the RP series. I am liking that windmill more and more, especially flying around. Ah, man, I wonder if I can talk the guys into putting it on the server for the RP series. It'd just be a new, interesting way to make, flying nice and low to the ground, make power for the different bases, making each person's base unique and separate. All right, let's head back. Let's head back to base. Oh, she's so maneuverable. That thing is great. Now, the only weakness with this aircraft is I use the small wheels, which are armored and underneath the, see, there you go. You can see them there. And what's kind of cool is you can actually raise them up. If I hit 9, or no, if I hit 7, 7 will raise them slowly up into the fuselage, but not very far. And forget about putting pistons on them. Let's go back around. Back in the first person. We'll head back to our... But it's real hard to land. You have to land real soft because those wheels can't take a hit at all. Interregnum was awesome. Yeah, I plan on doing more of it. I absolutely love that mod. I gotta practice it to get better. So let's go ahead and try to land this in the field. Hard enough to land it on the ice in the RP series, but at least the ice is flat. And those wheels will snap off with any type of impact. So we got to take it down real slow. All right. Now I do have braking thrusters, because it's the only way to stop it when landing on the ice. Our speed is dropping. Our altitude's starting to come down. We're going to use our speed to nice and easy land this. Actually, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to bring her around and then land. So we can land her near our power source. Going a little too fast. One of the issues that I have that I haven't put on this, I need to put the speed, the engine control actually on. Oh, shit. Because that speed, you start to drop. Here we go, here we go. Nice and easy, nice and easy, nice and easy. And try to give you guys a view of it, which makes this even harder. And got to flatten it out just as you're about to hit the ground. Oh, nope, I'm going to bounce. Oh, hey, she didn't break. Cool. And she's on the ground. Let's see if we can taxi. And she turns like a brick. Let's turn the wheels on. That might help. There we go. With the wheels on, she'll turn a little bit better. Taxiing back to base. Well, let's build ourselves an actual helicopter. That's what I'm thinking. Hup, 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 hup. And the first thing we got to do that, kill the engine. I said kill the engine. I don't know why it's still spinning. Let's see. Helicopter blade. Off. Oh, it's starting to slow down. Okay, cool. Maybe it'll stop. We got to see what kind of blades we have, how big they are. I want to see what the rest of the mod has to offer. Because I basically found that blade, tested it out, and was like, this really works. I think I can use this to make a cool-looking, unique aircraft. And then I came up with this thing. So she still needs to be painted. My next plan for that is to give it some type of emergency landing using hydrogen bottles and hydrogen thrust to allow it to come down on the ground. Damn it, XP, you're the proof of why we didn't have nice things. What? I'm the reason we can't have nice things. Every time I break something. You didn't see what happened to the Millennium Falcon. What the hell is an aluminum Falcon? So, now I went ahead and got a helicopter off the workshop from somebody else. I don't remember who made this, and I do apologize, because I try to give everybody credit. Actually, this might not work. Yeah, it's missing mods. So we're going to have a husk of this guy's helicopter. The reason that I got this is because this is a helicopter that was made before we had the helicopter mod for Space Engineers, right? So it was using a rotor setup, I believe. Now, because we have it, we're going to be able to make a legit working one now. And what I wanted to do was, I need to lock you in place, because I got a feeling you're just going to, there we go. You're going to fling off or something. Let's give it an actual, clear this out, helicopter prop, and make it work. So, helo prop, medium 4, helium, helo prop, large 4, 5-bladed, tail rotor. Oh, okay, tail rotor right there. There's actually a tail rotor. Tail rotor opposite, and plane tube. Ah, here's the plane one that I was so happy when I saw this in the image that he made. I did request it. Not saying it's my fault that we have this, though I did really want him to add it, and he did oblige, which is really cool. Sure, I'm not the only person that requested it once they saw. I should probably see what it looks like before we go trying to build it onto something. So let's just slap it onto the side of this and see what it looks like. So here's the... Remember, I haven't tested this yet. Let's put it, like, inside. Whoa! Too much, too much. Oh, that's really freaking weird. It's mirrored, so we could do one on each side. That tail section is huge compared to the actual prop, so let's cut that down. This is so unnecessary now. Extra pieces, we don't need those. That'll buff right out. And then let's just do like that. Let's keep it simple at first. I don't know what kind of thrust this produces, to be honest. Do I need 2 of these? Do I need to, like... I bet it would say. Or I could just test it. Let's just test it. And then let's throw on a large prop on the top and see how big the large prop is. You're not having it, huh? You're not gonna let me place that here? Why not? Oh, you are. Whoa! Oh, that is so cool. This is the large 4. That already looks fantastic. Let's try it out. I don't know what kind of thrust we're gonna get off the back. Engines are online. Releasing. Hitting the space bar, so this should be vertical thrust. This thing is fast. This prop is made for a way heavier helicopter. Now, we don't have any forward thrust, but what we can do is we can angle the nose down. Yeah, okay, that back rotor is... Oh, that's so weird. Yeah, that back rotor is actually sideways thrust, so it's just pulling. It's pulling just like the rotor on the top is. Oh, this is so freaking weird. You can angle down just like a normal thruster. Oh, damn. We need to put a smaller one on here. We have no forward thrust, so I have to, like, angle the nose down. All right, see if I can land it without killing us all. Because we've got inertial dampeners on, so it's trying to stop us. But there's so much thrust, I barely tap it, and we go flying. Almost got it back to base. All right, we're looking good. All right, we're coming in for an emergency landing. Shit, 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 shit. Tap it. Just a little tap. Taparoo. Bring her down. Oh, we have no forward thrust. This is a pain in the ass. We need to put a jet engine on it. Lock it. Ah ha ha ha. Victory's mine. Sweet. Let's see if there's a collision. Nope. No collision on the blades. Doesn't bother me, though. I think that's how he got him to animate. I actually landed that with no forward thrust and only one direction I could turn. I'll take that. Angling the nose down is actually how helicopters fly. Well, we also should be able to angle the blades. The whole thing should shift. But we can't do that because space engineers. So, we need a little bit of... I bet the best way to do this is actually to have 2 tail rotors on the back. So do one of these numbers, right? You fatten up the tail a little bit. Let's go first person. And then what I'm thinking is tail rotor on both sides mirrored. And then you've got your left and right. And then, probably just to make it easier to fly in Space Engineers, you want to use traditional thrusters, atmospheric thrusters. So, thrust. We must have more thrust. And do something like... Why can't I slap you on there? Why can't I just slap you? Why doesn't it work? We're gonna make some wings. Alright. This is gonna be one ugly bird, but for experimental purposes. It's for a good cause. Because what I would really do is probably, like, build it into... You know what? Let's just do that. Let's just build it into the side. Just to make me feel better. And then maybe center mass it, like, right there. That doesn't look half bad. That doesn't look half bad at all. If we really want to get goofy with it. Yes, if you're wondering, those are X-Wing weapons. Alright, now I'm feeling better about this. Let's give it a go. So, we now have forward thrust. We have vertical thrust using the actual props. Because tilting the nose down in this, the momentum doesn't quite work the same way, and it's really weird. So, detaching, kicking on the engines. Let's rock and roll. It's much smoother though. Yeah, I recommend putting some forward thrust on there. Oh shit! Oh, mistakes were made! Oh, so, it didn't feel like I had maybe it was, I just had so much forward thrust, that's what was going on. But it didn't feel like I had a lot of upward, even with that big propeller on there. Let me guess, I did not make a copy of that. No, I did not. Oh, it's so fast. I tried to pull it up. I tried to fly it like I fly mine, and the weight isn't exactly the same. Oh, she didn't make it. She's seen better days, guys. That'll buff right out. It'll be fine. Let's get rid of that. You know what? I should leave it there as a symbol of failed attempts. This is why we can't have nice things. So I'm told. This is why we can't have nice things. Okay, so let's spawn another helicopter in. Modify it again. Do a different modification this time. Try out some of the other props. Maybe something a little smaller. That prop seems way too big. Hop, 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 hop. And I like using this as a core for it, so it's kind of cool. Floop. There we go. And you know what? We can see who made this, actually. Because I'm subscribed to it. Oh, it's Sectab. That's why it has the S on it, of course. Let's lock it down. Locked. Fantastic. Now, the first thing we did last time, give me these, was we might even want to use the wing mod to give us a little bit more lift. But let's throw on some big honkin' jet engines. Feeling good about that. Now, we've got, what we were using was the large 4 prop. We've got a medium 4 prop. Let's take a look at that and see what the actual size is. And let's actually put the prop back a little bit so it's center mass with the heaviest part, which is going to be the engines and what I believe to be the battery, which is in there. Though this might be reactor driven. Probably is reactor driven. Yeah, I like that better. That way the blade only comes out to the nose. Oh, look at that. And the blade's actually slightly angled forward. Nice. Okay. Now, you know, before we do this, let's get rid of these. I have an idea. We want to test out all the mods, right? So let's use the new aircraft engine that I've been so excited about. I don't know how big this is going to be, because I really wanted to make something like a P-51, which is the American classic World War II aircraft. And you can't really do that without... That's the frame. We don't want the frame yet. We want... Oh, that is so cool. There's your... Nope, that's backwards. Rotate it. There's your prop. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, you can make a Spitfire with that. You can make a P-51 with that. P-38. think a P-38 would look great. I actually had a P-38, but like in a spaceship design. But look at that. Ah, this is exactly what I asked for. And this mod author came through. And then there's a shield for it if you want, as an option. This design, by the way, probably terrible. We're gonna rock it. We are gonna rock it. Now that's all forward and upward thrust, and that gives us nothing sideways. So let's give it a tail rotor. Should be dual tail rotors because fucking reasons, why not? And then what you can do is, because it's round like that, I think we can use the round blocks to smooth this out a bit. I never use these round blocks. I really rarely do, but we're gonna give it a go. Oh, you're not gonna let me do it, are you? I'm gonna have to do that. And go here, make a T section, and then connect it all to the T section. Da 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 da! Making one of the fuggliest ships, I mean aircraft, in the world. It's for science! Slap this bad boy onto here. How does that look? Is that... Actually, that doesn't look bad. That's not bad at all. So you could make... I'm thinking a cargo aircraft with these, and do like 2 on each side of the wings, right? To give you lots of forward momentum. I know, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. People are like, it's so ugly, Shack. It's not that bad. Now let's slap on some of these because reasons. Because raisins, that's why. How about that? Now it's that bad. And let's see how she flies. Oh, wait a minute. Taking off. Unlocking. Listen to the engines going forward. That sounds like there's a new effect. Oh, it's so loud, but yes! Oh, that sound. Oh, that's so good! You know what we gotta do, though? It's 2 of them at once. It's a little wonky sounding, but what we can do is... Please don't fall and die. Please don't fall and die. Come on, come on, come on. Where is it? Prop blade on the top. No, 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 no. This one. Forward. Engines. Save. Good. This. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Groups. Yes. Shit. Crap. Okay, don't crash and die. There we go. Groups. I want to control speed so we can hear the difference in the... Because that's maxed out. So let's do... Thrust override decrease, thrust override increase, and that's how we can control the engines. We should have put wings on it. Let's land and put wings on it. All right, not again. Let's not kill ourselves. Yeah, that prop looks way better. Remember, we have no forward braking power. We have no reverse thrust on this thing. Let's actually bring it over here. And tilt her up, tilt her up. Can you guys hear it okay? Those engines are really loud, so I'm kind of curious if it's too loud. Bring her down. Lock it in place. Okay. Cool. So what we're going to do real quick is use the wing mod. So we have forward lift, and we can turn off the propeller on top. Actually, we could probably just remove the propeller on top. Wings and things. Let's do these. Now, these wings actually have a different amount of thrust per wing. And I believe it's these angled ones that produce the most thrust, which is what we're going to use. I don't know if that's going to be enough lift on this, because of how heavy it is. But what we can do now is we can go in and turn off our prop on top. It's still gonna spin, though. I think it takes a while to stop or something. And then we can unlock. Probably should have waited until I took off for that, but okay, whatever. Whee! Got it! Wow, these have some thrust. These have some thrust. So let's use the manual override, and you'll be able to hear the engine slowly crank up. Okay, so at about 43 to 55, they just kick on. Oh, that prop noise. It's a beautiful thing. And then you can hear them rev up as you increase speed. That is great. Oh man, now I just want a mod that has like 20 different types of engines with different engine noise. Let's grab our weapons too. We're going in for our attack run. Red leader, this is gold leader. We have eyes on the enemy windmill. We're beginning our attack run. Oh shit. And this is why, Shack, everyone's telling you to make a damn copy before you crash and burn. Shit, 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 shit. Oh, everything's fine. We're good. This is how it was designed to land. Oh. I forgot that the helicopter blade was off on the top. Mistakes were made. What are you? Oh, it's still on thrust override. Never to be seen or heard from again. Bye-bye. I was done with that anyways, because it's time to build something else. Or maybe even modify my current aircraft. My favorite. Come with me. Make a copy of you. So I'm starting to think that the helicopter blades... Like, what are the requirements to build these? They weren't much, because I was able to build them in the RP series without having too much of an issue. It looks like it's just motors. Yeah, motors are the only thing. And then for the prop... Oh, if I had known. Now the question is, do I replace it? Let's see if I can. Oh, crap, I'm removing everything but the thing I need to remove. If I replace this... I could do it in the series, too. There's our mount point. Right? And then here's our engine. Oh, it doesn't clip. That's so much better. And I bet the engine noise with one of these is going to be way better, too. Let's kick this up. Remember, in the RP series, I don't have hydrogen. So I have to be able to get into all my vehicles. That's what this little ramp is for. I can just walk up it. I can close it, open it, and I can get in. But I have to get into this with my helmet on, or it won't give me oxygen for some reason. I think it has something to do with the cockpit. But, anywho. Let's go ahead and grab our propeller blade going forward and do decrease thrust override, increase thrust override. That's our new throttle. Shut the door. We also didn't put on off, which is probably a good idea. Toggle on and off. We're already on. All right. Windmill tower. This is Shack 1. I'm going to depart because windmills don't talk. Here we go. We're going to gun it full speed just so we got the ground. Oh, there she goes, and the engine noise is so much better. Now, engaging thrust override. We're gonna take a flight through Beggar's Canyon. Probably need a little bit more thrust. She's heavier than she looks because of the batteries. But not bad at all. Oh, I dig that. And I've got it about 50% power, I think, so. Let's take it through that canyon and increase power some more. What was it, 6 to increase is what I set it to? Oh, that's a dead end. Poor life choices. Once you turn on thrust override, though, W doesn't seem to actually do anything anymore. Let's go full speed. I've probably already maxed out. This is one of the reasons why I really like the speed mods. Because it's just, now that the worlds are so large, you don't really get the sense of gunning it through these. It's very relaxed. Maybe that's what we'll do next. We'll throw in a speed mod and see how well this thing actually handles when it's going faster than 360 kilometers an hour. Let's get... I didn't even realize this canyon was here. This was just dumb luck that I built next to it, but it's perfect for testing the aircraft. Oh-wee-yo. Stall it. You can stall it. Sorta. Because if I point up, I'll just keep going up, right? The engine's powerful enough to allow me to go straight up. So what I can do is, I can kill my speed. Actually, we just kill the engine altogether. Now we have no forward thrust. We're gonna tilt up. Our speed's gonna go to shit. Now remember, the way the wing mod works, once I lose too much forward momentum, that happens. I've just stalled. My stall alarm should be going off right now. Kick on the engine. Kick on the engine. Get the nose down. Get the speed up. Get the speed up. And we got lift again. All is good. Sweet. Alright, let's bring it back to the windmill. Where the hell... Where did I park the windmill? Does anybody remember? Probably over this hill. See my shadow. There she is. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start cutting back on the throttle. By cutting back, I mean we'll just turn the engine off because reasons. Because raisins, and we need to start losing speed. There is no copy of this aircraft in its current formation. So I better not crash. I'm going to crash. Engine on, engine on! Blat! Did I break the wheels? What? Alright. It seems like the wheels are way more able to take a hit in the single player. Brakes on. Wheels on might be a good idea. Than in the multiplayer server, because they snap for me all the time. Physics, where we're going, we don't need physics. Yes, Miss Callisto, I agree. Let's save this here and put a speed mod in and see what we can do with it. Oh, tailspin. Oh, since Planet's come out, I love where this game is going, especially the modding community. Load, edit settings, mods. I should have a couple of speed mods we can use. Where did I park that windmill? Indeed. 600, 300. 1K speed. 1K speed's too much. Let's do 350, 800. I believe, yeah, 800 for small ships. That should work. And see what kind of chaos we can create. Did somebody just tell me the back of the planet isn't symmetrical? Indeed. Yeah, Steel, if you missed it, we had the Tantive 4. I crashed it, like everything else so far in the live stream. I crashed it into the ground. Somebody's quoting me, where did I park my windmill? Indeed. All right, we're in. We've got a speed mod installed. We can go fast because we got a need for speed. Maybe it's a highway to the danger zone. Close it. Kick on the engines. Or engine. Now, what I would like to do, disable that, manual control, engine on. Let's rock and roll. Could be my wingman anytime. Come on, get that speed up. There we go. We're off the ground. Now watch our speed. 400. What did I say the max was? 8? I think it's 8. Let's make a run through the canyon. Now, the faster we go, the more lift this thing is going to produce. And hopefully the more control I have. Good God, we're over 1,000 now. I don't have enough braking thrust, so I have to completely and utterly rely on the forward momentum and the ability of the wings to produce enough lift to change my direction because of the speed. But it seems like she flies beautifully. Hup! Hup! Suck it in! Think thin! Alright, let's go up. Ooh, yes! Oh, this thing is great. And this canyon network was perfect for this. I just got that Star Wars quote in my head. I used to bullseye womp rats in my T-16 back home. And I mentioned that to Perfect, and he actually built a T-16 Skyhopper. I thought that was freaking great. It looks good, too. I'm not sure if he's released the new version yet or not, but I recommend you guys follow him on Steam, because he makes some really cool stuff. Yeah, it's just so much better with the speed mod. So much better. Also makes landings a little bit more interesting. And with the planets being so large, they gotta get the server code down so we can actually run this without having too many janky issues. I'm kind of wondering if the acceleration on this prop is a bit too much, you know? That's all my forward momentum. Let's stall it. Warning, warning. We're still cruising. Engines are off. Well, they're actually off now. I just killed it. Still waiting for the stall. That's how fast we were going. What's our altitude? 7,000 meters. We're starting to lose planet gravity. We're at 0.86 G. Come on, gravity. As soon as you... Oh, there she goes. There she goes. And boom, weightlessness. And now we're falling. Got a little bit of altitude there. And now we're stalling. Now, if there was wind friction, it would be really cool to see it and to hear it, you know? Hear the aircraft accelerating. If I actually keep falling like this, I'll have no control. But I can flip the nose down and then get control immediately. Makes flying way more realistic. Yeah, I mean, there's some stuff that needs to be worked out. I really hope they add the wing mod into the game or do their own rendition of it so they can work out the physics of it, because there's still some work that needs to be done. But we're falling like a rock. We're going to flat spin. Ah! Except for we have complete control because of the gyros. And now that I'm pointing down, the wings will actually produce thrust and allow me to control it. And we can actually... turn on inertial dampeners. Pull up. Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. And see if we can actually slow down and land on this leg. We gotta burn a lot of speed, though. So this is an emergency landing. Unpowered emergency landing in Space Engineers. We gotta burn a lot of speed. So we're just gonna keep going around. 280. All right, we've burned a lot of speed now. Let's start bringing her down. Wheels are on. We don't want to lose too much speed, which is what I probably just did. So we're going to bounce. Oh, yeah, we're going to bounce. I dropped too much speed. When you turn, it doesn't translate into forward momentum anymore, which is what it decides what kind of lift you're going to get. So, hey, that's a landing, right? Any landing you can walk away from. Ouch. Emergency landing. Could have been better. Not my best. Oh, man. So the next thing... Oh, what is this? Wow. The blueprint that I have of this. It's not right. It's not symmetrical at all. No. But I have to figure out in the RP series how I'm going to put a cargo container on the back of this thing, and then how I'm going to pick someone up in it. Oh, shit. There goes the wing. Okay, the wing came down that far. Right. So I'll burn my plan. I'm thinking of doing is replacing this back end with a cargo container. Which I wanted to try anyway, so let's see. How big is a cargo container? Yeah, a little large. I might have to do smalls. I don't know. There's no real good place to put a cargo container in this thing. Like, I could do one here, maybe. All different ideas for how to modify this to make it a little bit more useful. Because what I was thinking was somehow put a cargo container on it, and then using the hydrogen mod that I showed last week. This is for the RP series. Not that one. These ones, which I haven't tested yet. I can have these little emergency thrusters that are built into the side of the ship, right? So the idea would be, let's cut that off, to have these, like, embedded in here, and then on the bottom of them, have a hydrogen thruster, because that's a hydrogen tank, a mini one. Have one of these, but pointing downwards, not up. And when this thing is, if I have an issue, have it kick on the hydrogen thrusters just as I'm coming down and be able to land it softly without power in like a treed environment or any place where you wouldn't normally be able to just glide in. I think would be kind of fun. My emergency thrusters. And if they're facing down, I can angle the whole thing up with the nose up, so I can use that to actually stop my forward momentum as well. Any type of hydrogen thrust, though, is going to burn really fast, so Make it a little bit more difficult. Emergency landing type stuff. Could be fun. Oh, this engine is so good. I love it. The only thing we need now is multiple sizes of it. It even looks great, too. Very cool. Very cool. All electrical. Electrically powered. Alright, guys. Well, I think we hit all the mods. I got to play around with the helicopter bits that I was looking forward to doing. Let me take off my helmet. And I believe we've covered everything I wanted to take a look at. Wow, you don't realize how big those thrusters are until you put your face next to one. It's bigger than your head. Indeed. Well, guys, if you enjoyed this stream and you want to see more like it, I will be doing them every Thursday for Space Engineers, showing off the newest patch, which we basically saw. I was running around as a dog earlier. If you're playing creative mode, you can totally do that. And now they've got these robot dogs that'll attack you in the night. Check out the Space Engineers YouTube channel to see exactly how those work. And they added in fireflies. Just one more little immersive thing that they popped in there, though. So, all right, guys, I think that's going to be it for Space Engineers for me today. And I might be doing a stream tomorrow for Interregnum, because I'm having a lot of fun playing that in Sins. So, not 100% on that, don't quote me, but I'm going to try to get that in there tomorrow. I've also got to work on the Space Engineers RP series tomorrow, so depending on how well that goes. And you guys know how Space Engineers is. One moment everything's fine, the next your landing gears have exploded and half your base is missing. So, alright guys, I will see you in the next video, the next stream. Have a fantastic day. Do I have wave on here still? Should be able to just do /wave. They really need to make that a thing. Bye, everybody. The windmill of justice spins ever onward.